Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Ellie and I would love it if you would stick around, so make sure you subscribe and turn on that notification bell. So to start off, I hope you guys are doing really well, and if you're not, I hope it all gets better soon. Life can be bloody tough sometimes, but I hope my channel can be a safe space for you where you feel like you can come and things seem a little bit better. So today's video, I have got my herbal tea prepared for, keep me nice and zen, because this video is all about hair loss and dating. Damn, if dating isn't hard enough itself, and then you throw some hair loss into there, some insecurities, it makes a pretty hard concoction. But I am here to let you know that it is all going to be okay, and I'm going to tell you my experiences. So I asked you guys on my Instagram story a little while ago now, I've just moved house, so everything's been a little bit delayed, about hair loss and dating, or hair loss and relationships, anything like that. The first question is do I have a boyfriend? I do have a boyfriend. We have been together for 6 years maybe, I think. We are amazing and I'm so grateful for him. He is definitely a good egg. So I've put these in order to make it a little bit easier and it all flows through. The next question is, did your boyfriend know about your alopecia when you got together? And then there's a question next, which is, how did you tell him? Sorry if you can hear weird barking, that's just my dogs playing. They love a play. Especially when I'm trying to do something and I don't need them to be noisy. We actually knew of each other from school. We didn't really mingle at school. I actually moved school in, I think it was the end of year 9 that I moved to a different secondary school. So we actually had each other on Facebook. When I lost my hair, I went to a wig appointment about maybe 8 weeks after I'd lost my, started to lose my hair. My mum knew that everything was going to come out, and she was like, let's just go, let's have a look. You don't have to buy anything, you don't have to do anything. I probably had about 20% of my hair left. It was just like tiny little straggles, and I just wore these hats and you could just see these like little straggles hanging out of the hats. If I have any pictures, I will insert them. But I was really hanging on to what I had. And I got to this appointment and the lady was like, these are our wig options. I chose 2 synthetic wigs in the end. And then she said to me, would you like to shave your hair off? I agreed. We went into this room and we shaved the remains of my hair off, but that is completely irrelevant. I don't know why I'm on that. So I had this blonde wig and this brown wig, and I knew that people were gonna instantly know, like, these wigs looked wiggy, they didn't look natural, they didn't have a lace front, they were just block. I didn't know what I was doing back then. And yeah, so I put a post on Facebook of my little old shaved head, a picture in my wig, like one of the new ones. And this is all relevant because Jack had me on Facebook and Jack saw that post. So he knew that I had alopecia, which was, I guess, nicer because I didn't have to tell him. I have actually told a guy before. I just blurted it out. I was like, just so you know, I've got alopecia, which means I don't have any hair and I wear wigs. And it all just like blurted out. But yeah, with Jack, I didn't have to tell him, but it kind of made me feel awkward. Like, our first date, I didn't really want a relationship. I just wanted a bottle of wine, to be honest, which is ironic because I don't drink anymore. And he took me to the pub and I brought my best friend with me. Like, I knew he knew about my hair, but we had never spoken about it. It was just this really awkward, like, this thing, this like elephant in the room, which I think it was just me that felt like that. Like, I had spoken to him about it, like, obviously way after. And he never felt like that, and it didn't even bother him at all. It never even crossed his mind that like it would cause an issue, because he's a good egg and good eggs don't care about that sort of stuff. So when I met him, it was just coming up to the 1-year anniversary that I'd lost my hair, and I put this post on Facebook. He ended up sending it back to me and basically just told me that he thinks I'm beautiful and just all this really lovely stuff, and that my hair will never matter. Like, he doesn't care how many hairs I have on my head. Yeah, I feel really lucky in some senses that I didn't have to have that initial conversation, because you don't know how someone will react, whereas he just knew, so I didn't have to worry about a reaction. And after that, we had so many amazing conversations about it, and he always made me feel at ease. I can't say that made things better for me, because I didn't believe him. It was only a year since I'd lost my hair, so things were very fresh for me. I had a lot of insecurities, and I didn't believe that he could love me without hair, which is so horrible when I look back at that, because my hair does not mean that I'm not worthy for love, and I don't know why I ever thought that. I feel sad for the girl I was when I lost my hair, like just feeling like my value left because my hair left. Anyway, enough of that, because my eyes are going to get watery, and we do not want that today. We're going to go straight in with do you get intimate without your hair? Well, yes, I do. I will tell you about our journey. So when we first got together, obviously he knew about my hair, but I spent about the first 4 months of our relationship sleeping in my wig anytime I slept at his house or he slept at my house, and oh my lord, it caused me hell. Like, I would be waking up in the middle of the night, going into the bathroom and airing my hair out because I was so hot and my hair was so itchy, and I just didn't want to be wearing my hair. But that was my insecurity. He was always like, Elle, just take your hair off, it's okay, I'm gonna love you regardless. But I just had this mental barrier and I could not do that. And then I can't really remember what changed, but I think I stayed at his for a month straight. My mum went away. I went and stayed at his house, and it was just too hot, with the heating on, and we're sleeping next to a radiator, I just couldn't do it. So then I started sleeping in a dressing gown. And I slept in this dressing gown with this massive hood up, and I remember they had 2 pom-poms at the top. So yeah, I slept with my hood up for probably about another 3 months, which I should not have done. But what he used to do is he used to put his hand inside my hood and rub my head as I was falling to sleep and stuff. And I think slowly I felt more comfortable, and then it was a case of if I needed to do my makeup and stuff, I'd let him see me quickly, but as long as my makeup was done. It just, over time, I think I just realised that I needed to let go of this issue I had with him seeing me with my hair. If I ever wanted our relationship to progress, I just needed to get rid of it. And I did, and I got really drunk. I'm not recommending this at all, by the way. I'm not a drinker anymore, so you didn't hear this from me. But I got really drunk, and I told myself tonight is the night, and I'm just gonna take my wig off, and that is what I'm gonna do. And that's what I did, and basically from there onwards, my confidence just grew, and now I probably wear my hair 10% of the time. So now onto the question of, do you get intimate without your hair? Yes. Do you know what, sometimes if I want to feel I don't know, extra sexy wearing my 26-inch wig, then I'll have my hair on. Or it's just circumstantial, if I don't have my hair on, it's not gonna stop me. Yeah, it's not I run to the other room and put my hair on just to do it. But do you know what, whatever makes you feel good, you're gonna feel confident at some point, and if it's now, it's now. If it's not now, it will be sometime. and you just have to take baby steps. Don't rush yourself. Don't just go, I'm just gonna do it. Just take your time. It really doesn't matter. So someone asked, have you ever had a bad experience with a man and your hair loss? I was thinking about this one last night, and I don't think I have. Every guy, like previous to Jack, that I've met has never had an issue with my hair, and if they had, they probably wouldn't have, I don't know. Well, they didn't show me anyway. Maybe they did, but I haven't had anything negative about it. Most guys don't really care. Obviously, you get your few shit, man. I think you just have to remember that if someone doesn't like it, then who cares? Like, if they don't like it, that's their problem. You're not going to marry them anyway. Like, it's fine. Just like you might not find someone attractive. If that's what they think, then that's what they think. It's just how it is, and don't be hard on yourself. You just need to not worry about the people that aren't gonna like it, and just think about the people that will, because there are so many men out there, so many that don't care. And someone asked on tips on dating. I'm struggling so much. I'm gonna assume we're talking about telling a guy or a girl like about your hair loss, and I guess tips on confidence for dating. So I reckon you just tell someone when you feel comfortable. I don't think there needs to be like a time limit. If you feel more comfortable with knowing, like this person knowing beforehand, then you do it that way. If you don't, then do it after. Like, there is no time frame, there's no rule book. You just have to follow what makes you feel right. And if telling them first or telling them after 5 dates, 2 dates, 1 date, it's like, you do. I just spilled all of my tea over me. Oh, at least I smell like apples. I'm just gonna drink the remainder. There we go. No more to spill. How to tell them? I'll just say, there's a part of me that I'd like to tell you about. Well, you do what I did, but I just blurted it all out. Like absolute verbal diarrhea. That works. It really is down to the person you are. I'm quite if I'm nervous about something, it just falls out my mouth. You tell them however feels good to you. This is more of like a scenario. Someone said, I'm scared my boyfriend is going to leave me if I tell him about my hair. I want to give you a cuddle, because if he does, not that I think he will, but if he did, then you never deserve that sort of person in your life anyway. Like I said before, our worth is not even slightly in our hair. Like, your worth is not in your appearance, in your hair, in your body. Your worth is inside. And if you are a good person, and it breaks my heart that so many of us still feel like we are less of a person because we don't think we're beautiful or we don't have hair. Like, it does not matter, I promise. And there's going to be one day when you're old and you're sitting there in your little rocking chair and you look back and you think, I'm so upset that I wasted so much time thinking that the person I look like equates to my worth and my value. And it's just not the case. I promise you, if you tell your boyfriend, either way it goes, it's gonna be okay. 99.9% of the time, you tell a guy something like that and he's gonna be supportive, and if he's not, put him in the bin, because you don't deserve someone that would leave you because you're losing your hair, something so far out of your control. And this question is, how do you keep your wig on when you're doing the deed? I would recommend some good old glue or some tape or something that is not going to budge. You're going to feel really secure, because then you're not going to worry about anything slipping or sliding. I use the Got To Be Glued glue, but I know a lot of people that use the Walker's tape. Yeah, there are so many glues and tapes out on the market that will definitely ensure that that baby stays down. Like, this is so secure. I could go doing backflips in this, not that I can. and should stay on. That is something I think it can be quite scary as hair wearers doing the deed, because you're worried about ruining your wigs, messing them up, them falling off, this big scenario. But some of my advice would be to tie your hair back, whether you're just putting it in a little pony. Yeah, tying it back and some good old glue. Keep her down. Sorry guys, I just found one last question, and it is the best thing about hair loss and dating. I can't believe I almost missed this one. I love questions like these that really pull out the positives. I think there's two best things for me. Number one is you sift through all the shit men. You find the good ones. And number two is that I get head rubs every single night. Jack gives the best head rubs, and if he's watching this right now, he'll be like, oh, Elle, I don't want to give you head rubs anymore. Because every single night I'm like, and I look at him and he's like, oh. He should never have started, because now he is never going to be able to stop. Get rid of the back rubs. I need a head rub. Especially after wearing your wig all day. There is no better feeling than after a day's of wearing a wig and having a head rub. It is just elite. And if your man doesn't give you a head rub, get him to give you one tonight. I can assure you, you'll never look back. He will hate me for saying that. Well guys, thank you so much for watching my video. I would love it if you could like the video and subscribe if you want to see more. Let me know down below if you have any more tips. I would love the comment section to be like a really positive place for people to come and read. No judgment. Enjoy the rest of your day guys, and I will see you soon.